Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, would everyone please rise as the Seneca Air Force Junior ROTC presents the colors. I'd like to call to the podium Class President of the Class of 2016, Sarah Morris, for our Pledge of Allegiance.
Hello. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And at this time, member of the Class of 2016, Emily Rutterow, to sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Seneca's Renaissance 12th Annual Senior Pinning Ceremony. I know you can read the program, but for those of you who don't know, I'm Mr. Glossner. I'm a history teacher here at Seneca High School, and usually I have some sort of quote that hopefully will amuse you. But this year I think I decided, and I asked Ms. McMichael if I could take like a minute and a half, and she said, yeah, no more though, to kind of go a different direction. My three passions in life are my family, my profession of teaching, and the family here at Seneca High School and the family of the Lenape District. And for those of you who don't know, I'm the head golf coach here at Seneca, and that's one of my passions. And I thought it'd be kind of neat for those of you who play golf. You'll get this analogy. For those of you who don't, it'll work anyway, I think. To the seniors, this is directed towards really, you're beginning maybe the greatest year of your life, and maybe as it gets near the end, one of the scariest times of your life. So in the world of golf, there are 4 major events throughout the course of the PGA Tour calendar, and I'm going to try to equate them to what you guys are going to go through here for the next year. The first of those events takes place in April in Augusta, Georgia. It's called the Masters, and springtime blooms and azaleas bloom, and it's beautiful and gorgeous, and that's what tonight is for you. This is the springtime for you. This is the blooming of your senior year. In June, they play a tournament called the United States Open, which is open to anybody, amateur, professional. And for you guys, that's homecoming, which is open to everybody. The third event of the major calendar is the British Open, which is played in Europe. And people from all over the world come to the British Open to play. And your British Open will happen in April, when you join people from all over the world when you head to Walt Disney World, the most magical place on the planet, by the way. And the PGA Tour major championships end with the PGA Championship, which is just for PGA professionals. For you guys, that's your senior prom, which is for the seniors. Now, yeah, you can invite underclassmen if you're dating them or whatever, but it is an event that's just for the seniors. The PGA Tour ends up with the Tour Championship, the culmination of a season of golfing. For you guys, that's graduation. And believe it or not, that is going to be the culmination of your high school career. It seems like it's a long time away. June seems forever. We're a month into school, a new schedule, new challenges. It'll be here before you know it. So enjoy each and every one of these major events that will happen in your life in this last year. Enjoy your senior year at Seneca. Take part in as many of these events as you can. And never ever forget your Seneca family. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce our district speaker, our superintendent of education, Dr. Carol Birnbaum.
Thank you, Mr. Glossner. Good evening, everybody. I am extremely excited to be here on one of your special moments of your senior year at Seneca High School. And before I direct my comments to our seniors and our parents who are here in attendance tonight, I would like you to help me welcome some very special honored guests I brought with me this evening, members of our Board of Education who support programs like the Renaissance program, which makes moments like these special. To my left, please welcome the Vice President of our Board of Education, Mrs. Linda Eckenhoff. And past President of the Board of Education, Mr. Ted Shinsky. So seniors, each year before the start of the school year, I have an opportunity of a captive audience of all of your teachers. And one of the things that I like to stress and remind them about is the importance of community and how a strong community builds confidence in all of you to help you learn and grow. If you take a look around here tonight at your friends, your parents, your teachers, you will see your community, the group of people who always want the best for you. And I hope that you feel the love and support that you have right now in this moment. And I know you have a lot of work ahead of you this year to finalize your high school experiences and move on to your next phases in life, college, and a career. And I know this is an extremely busy year for you, as Mr. Glossner pointed out, all the exciting things that we have to look forward to. And maybe right now you're putting the finishing touches on your college applications, or you're studying really hard to get the best final GPA you can get. And I'm sure you're thinking about Disney, the most magical place on earth, or your prom, or all the many other things that are happening this school year. But a strange thing happens when you spend your time planning for the future. Before you know it, the present's gone. So tonight is a special night because you get to put the pause button on your busy senior year and thank your parents for being there for you every step of the way. So as you look around this room, at your community, at your Seneca family, and you post pictures tonight on Instagram or Twitter, or you add it to your Snap story, those pictures should remind you of a time that you were supported, appreciated, and loved. This is a time that you'll want to remember. And parents, I know you're thinking, where did the time go? How can I be the parent of a senior? And for some of you, again. And I'm sure you can easily recall the day you took your child by the hand and walked them to the kindergarten classroom or bus stop. And maybe your child was the one who bounced right on the bus because of the confidence that you instilled in them. Or maybe your child was the one who cried for you not to let you go because of the safety that your presence created for them. Well, today, you're sitting with just a larger version of that little kindergartner, and chances are, deep down inside, they're feeling the same way they did entering kindergarten. Now, they don't wear their heart on their sleeves like 5-year-olds do, but that excitement and apprehension about their senior year responsibilities and activities are still there inside. So please don't underestimate your influence you have over making your teen still feel confident and safe. And don't underestimate your role in your teen's life. And please continue to help them make smart and safe decisions. And along with the Renaissance promise that you both will make tonight, make another promise that for this year, you'll live in the moment and that you'll use that pause button that we so desperately need in our busy lives and appreciate senior year together. So I want to thank you for letting me be a part of this special evening, and I want to wish our seniors a safe and wonderful senior year. Thank you. And now at this time, I'd like to introduce the principal of Seneca High School, Mr. Jeff Spector.
First, I have to correct Dr. Birnbaum and Mr. Glossner. Disney World is the second most magical place on earth. You are sitting in the most magical place on earth here at Seneca High School this evening. So I apologize in advance. I have a speech that I have for senior pinning that I absolutely love. It's his favorite speech that I give. And I'm going to give you a little bit of it, but I'm going to get off of it a little bit too. And you'll understand why when I do that. Tonight's celebration is sponsored by our Renaissance Club. Renaissance is a national organization that's goal is to add an extra excitement for academics. Throughout the year, our Renaissance Club sponsors activities that honor students and recognize the efforts of teachers and parents. So I'd like to begin tonight by thanking our advisors, Casey Mikowski and Maureen McMichael, for tonight's program. They're there somewhere, so thank you very much. I'd also like to thank Dr. Birnbaum, members of our Board of Education, and our student speakers who will be up here and their families in a little bit for their contribution, as well as our junior ROTC program and our chorus. So thank you guys. And lastly, Renaissance is a club, and most of the work in putting this on this evening goes by our students. They greeted you out there as well, so thank you to our Renaissance Club of students who participate too. Thank you. The intention of tonight's pinning ceremony is to have our parents and our students publicly declare their love and support for one another. Parents will promise to guide their children and be role models, and our seniors will pledge to honor the trust and faith placed in them by their families. This public commitment offers us a chance to reconnect with loved ones in the midst of our hectic lives. What a great idea. I think most of us here tonight would say that we know we love and support one another, but sometimes it just needs to be said out loud and in public. But that's not my message tonight. Senior pinning has become the opportunity for me to tell a story about our seniors when they were juniors 3 years ago. When they came to see me in the summertime and said, Mr. Spector, we need an alternative to going to the shore after the prom. And I really heard it. I was shocked, quite frankly, that our students would bring this, and a large group of them, about 25 of them. And born from that was this idea called Prom House 110 Carranza. And there's no better way for me to be here at Senior Pinning than to kick off Prom House 110 Carranza to you. Because most of you, or at least some of you, will have your senior child come to you and say, I'm going to go to the shore, or now the Poconos seems to be popular too, after the prom. And we offer an alternative to that that is exactly the message that we send here tonight at Senior Pinning. That we believe in family, we believe in good decisions, we believe in our community. And so we have about 80 to 90% of our prom attendees go to Prom House 110 Carranza, where we give away over $20,000 worth of prizes, including a car. Right? So how do we send this message to our students? It starts with every single thing that we give away in that event is donated. And so you'll get an email from me at some point in time asking for your help getting donations. We don't fundraise for it, we just do it. And so that's a real important piece. But the second most important piece is that our students who are here, you need to come. Because the alternative isn't the right choice. And so there's a great opportunity as we send this message of love to one another that we do tonight to take advantage of this great opportunity. And it is a great event, and the students who go to it truly enjoy it. It is all night. It's a real interesting thing. So I really encourage you to do that. So now I go back to the last paragraph of my speech because it wraps it up pretty good. So tonight, as we recognize the true meaning of family and celebrate its virtues, I hope you appreciate the great people who surround you. I hope you know how much you are loved, even when it's not said out loud. And I hope you join me in our community and our family about the message we send when we support the idea of Prom House 110 Carranza. Thank you and have a great evening.
Our keynote speaker this evening is a dear friend of mine, a colleague of mine, someone who I look up to every day when we sit in the planning center, and this is her last year. She is retiring, and she will be sorely missed by everybody at Seneca, but because she's my age, and we're the oldest people in the department, we tend to be the mom and dad of all the others in the department, so I will miss you horribly next year when it opens. But please give a warm round of applause to our keynote speaker tonight, Ms. Nancy Stapleford.
That's so much for my big secret. All right. Sorry. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. Welcome. And I want to thank also the Renaissance Committee for inviting me to speak here tonight. It really is special for me to stand up in front of the class of 2016. As you can tell, it's probably a little more special to me this year. You know, I really think it's great that we have such a terrific turnout tonight. I see how many parents are here. And that should say a lot to all of you in the audience as you look around and you see that your parents are coming here. When Mrs. Mikowski came to me and asked me, you know, would you say a few words, I think my reaction was probably the same as some of the parents. I thought, what is senior pinning night? They didn't have one when I was in high school, and we didn't have one when I started teaching. It's a relatively new thing. But as I sat back and listened to what it was and listened to what this thing was about, I thought, wow. And as a history teacher, I thought back to the movie Roots that pretty much all the seniors in here are familiar with, and perhaps some of the parents. And I remembered back to the story of the title character, Kunta Kinte. When he's living in Africa, he is kidnapped one day by a group of elders and taken off to manhood training. And a short time later, when he returns to his village, he's no longer a child, he's suddenly a man. And two things stick out to me about that scene. The first is that when Kunta comes home to his new hut, he's all by himself, and you've never seen anybody so excited. That hut to him represents all the possibilities and all the freedom that I think we can all relate to. It. Probably what you're all looking forward to is that freedom and that new possibility and those adventures. But very quickly, he's visited by his grandmother, who bashes him over the head and says, hey, wait a minute, your mother's crying at home. This happened really quick, and you should remember who got you here and how you got here. So it's kind of a mixed bag, and we're really lucky here in the West we don't have these overnight manhood ceremonies. We take it nice and slow, we step it gradually. You have things like a driver's license, you have things like senior prom, and all of these are small ceremonies to step you along the way and say, you're shedding the pieces of childhood and you're moving into adulthood. And they're really special moments, and I think that's what tonight is about. Tonight is about marking those special moments, and it's about making sure that you don't suddenly wake up and it's graduation and you're saying goodbye to your childhood. Tonight is a night to look next to you and see that your parents are here and supporting you, and that these are the people that helped you get here, and they've got your back, and they're always going to have your back, and they're always going to be there, and that's what makes tonight special. It's your chance to focus in and remember this whole year is so special, and share it with them. It means as much to them as it does to you. This is a great year. You're going to have a lot of fun, and they're going to miss you when you're gone, but they're going to enjoy these moments with you. So sit back and enjoy the year, and remember to share it with them. Thank you.
Some of the most talented young people I have ever heard and seen. And under the direction of Mr. Keith Stiers, the Seneca Female Ensemble.
Hearts, we will forget him, you and I tonight. You may forget the warmth he gave, I will forget the light. Heart, I remember him, I remember him. I remember him.
Accompanied by Mr. DeLauro, too. So I would give you a shout out. Although that kind of freaks me out because he does band and you do chorus, but you played and he directed, so it's just, my world's upside down now. At this time, please turn to the Parents' Creed and Student Creed. Parents and students, please rise. First, we will have the Renaissance President, Kate Taylor, and her parents at the podium. It's really big font.
I brought the good glasses.
You know, I didn't wear my contacts for that reason.
Can you say it for me? Because you gotta get closer to the mic. Parents, please read the Parents' Creed along with us. I believe in the sanctity of the family and the worth of each of its members. I believe in the obligation each of us has to others in the family. I believe that each of us shares in the joys of the individual achievements. I believe that each of us must accept the responsibility for our own shortcomings. I believe that each of us has a responsibility to ensure that we are the best that we can be. I believe that as a parent, I must set the example for others to follow. I believe that we are all members of a greater family, and as such, have a responsibility to contribute to society and our fellow man, for the good of all of us. Now, Kate will lead your children in a senior's creed.
Seniors, please read the Senior's Creed along with me. I believe that my family will support me in all that I do. I believe that it's important for me to demonstrate my appreciation towards my family. I believe that my family will always be there for me in times of need. I believe in the worth and sanctity of myself and the importance of treating my body with respect. I believe in the importance of helping my fellow man. I believe that I have the capability to do anything that I put my mind to doing. I believe in myself. In conclusion, Sarah Morris will recite the pledging pin with her mother.
Do we pin?
I don't think so. Seniors, please read the pinning pledge along with us. Ready? No, I'm not going to do that. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3. I accept this with pride. Wherever I go, I will remember the love, pride, and dignity with which it is given. I will continue to respect and honor my family, my classmates. We'll wait for them to find the page and then we'll finish.
I think
Everyone good? Thumbs up? Is everyone good? Thumbs up when you got it.
it's not in
All right. I will continue to respect and honor my family, my classmates, and my community. Congratulations, parents and seniors. Now, please exchange pins. Parents will wear the white pins, and seniors will wear the bronze pins. I don't know which side does it go on.
There you go. Oh, it's the other way around. Oop. The parents. Shouldn't the parents wear the white? Yeah.
Time out.
Just kidding.
It's the other way around. Okay, I know. The parents will wear the bronze pins and the students wear white. Students white, parents bronze. Got it? Okay. That's what's great about Seneca. You just keep going.
I'm like, why do we have to? Oh,
Yeah, I was
Daddy.
super confused too.
No, me too. Can we sit?
Mr. Taylor, are these yours? Huh. I don't know. I'll have to check the prescription later. We'll compare, okay? Okay, while you complete your pinning, just so you know, seniors, wear these at graduation on your graduation gowns. Don't forget, all right? Make sure that when you walk out on that field, because it never rains on graduation at Seneca High School, by the way, okay? Parents, thank you for taking time out of your busy evening to join your child to come here this evening. Students, seniors, remember what your parents have done for you throughout the course of your life, but especially this evening when they came here with you to pledge to you that they will continue to support you. We know that they will love you. They always will love you because you're their child. But they will continue to support you in all of your endeavors. Seniors, wherever you go, where it be college, be it a career in another part of this country or in this world, always remember that your parents will be there whenever you need them. Sometime tonight, when you get home to your house, take a minute and turn to them 2 words: thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our ceremony for this evening. There are refreshments in the cafeteria. Please take a time to come down and socialize, and have a great evening, and thanks for coming.